A shocking new study revealed that Earth is experiencing a sixth mass extinction. Experts warn that this sixth mass extinction is already underway and has been caused entirely by us, human beings. But what caused this? And how can we prevent it or stop this mass extinction? Elon Musk also warns of total extinction, not he offers the solution to avoid it. Stay tuned to find out. Welcome to Future. Today we'll discuss Elon's warning of total extinction of humankind. Before we do, subscribe to our channel to get updated with everything on future technology, Elon Musk, or SpaceX. Elon Musk has warned that due to the growth of the sun, all life on Earth would face extinction one day. As he wrote, there is a 100% chance of all species extinction due to the expansion of the sun. But have you ever complained about the heat while being 93 million miles away from the sun and shielded by the ozone layer? Many of us have experienced the scorching heat of the sun at some point in our lives. However, there is an object traveling straight towards the sun to kiss it. The Parker probe is a tough cookie, and it's on its way to melting away as it approaches the sun, where temperatures might reach 5,500 degrees Celsius. However, Elon Musk is already making incredible discoveries and bringing data back to us about the gigantic ball of fire at the heart of our solar system. What has been found about the sun by the Parker probe? What impact does it have on you? The sun is awe-inspiring in every manner because of its immense size. In our solar system, it essentially keeps everything together. The most prominent object in the solar system is the sun, a star. Compared to the Earth, its mass has been calculated to be 1.989 times 10 raised to the power of 30 kilograms. Although the sun is around 333,000 times heavier than the Earth, it nevertheless accounts for 99.8% of the whole solar system's weight. Even though the sun loses 1.5 million tons of material to the solar wind every second, this is true. The size and mass of the sun aren't the only things that this star has going for it. Despite being 93 million miles away, humankind had to build air conditioning to cope with the scorching summer months since the sun emits so much heat. The next time the sun makes you feel uneasy, remember that it took 8 minutes for that solar beam to reach the Earth. Elon Musk has warned that owing to the sun's growth, all life on Earth would face extinction one day. According to him, the universe is already 13.8 billion years old, although it looks to be 4.5 billion years old. In another 500 million years or more, the sun will expand, evaporating the seas and rendering life on Earth untenable. Elon Musk was implying there is no indication that rescue will arrive from elsewhere to rescue us from ourselves. The planet is the only globe known to contain life so far, and there is nowhere else to which our species may move in the foreseeable future. The solution Elon offers is to make sure humanity makes life multiplanetary to avoid this mass extinction on Earth. And according to NASA, to recreate or reproduce that energy level, 100 billion tons of dynamite would have to be exploded every second. But how can the sun generate such massive amounts of energy? The sun has an abundant hydrogen supply, squeezed and fused to form helium. Nuclear fusion is the name for this process. Nuclear fusion in the sun's core creates massive quantities of energy, which radiates outward from the center to the sun's surface atmosphere and beyond. Energy travels to the radiative zone, where it bounces about for up to 1 million years before ascending to the convective zone, the sun's top layer. The heat transfer from the sun's core has an unusual phenomenon that defies rationality. Large bubbles of heated plasma rise to the photosphere, forming a soup of ionized atoms. This area's temperature lowers below 3.5 million degrees Fahrenheit. The photosphere, chromosphere, and corona are the sun's 3 outermost layers ordered in that order. The photosphere's temperature is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit when you're coming from the sun's core. Corona, which is the outermost layer and the farthest from the core, is hotter than the other 2 layers. Temperatures in the corona may range from 1.7 million degrees Fahrenheit to more than 17 million degrees Fahrenheit. The chromosphere is much cooler at 7,300 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists have wanted to study the sun up close for more than 60 years, but it remained a pipe dream until NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. The $1.5 billion car-sized spacecraft is meant to get a closer look into the sun's atmosphere, or corona, to address long-standing puzzles concerning our nearest star's ultra-hot area. Project scientist Nicola Fox describes the Parker Solar Probe. We'll travel where no other spaceship has gone before. With each orbit through the corona of a star, we'll glimpse new sections of the sun's atmosphere and learn things about stellar dynamics that we've wanted to study for decades. The probe will circle the sun 24 times throughout its 7-year mission, skimming through the corona each time. The temperature is a scorching 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The probe will be just 3.8 million miles above the Sun's surface, and as it approaches, the spacecraft will be pushed to a staggering speed of 430,000 miles per hour by the Sun's tremendous gravity. This will make the probe the fastest human-made object, surpassing the twin Helios probe, which flew 157,500 miles per hour around the Sun. This NASA probe is named after solar scientist Eugene Parker, marking the agency's first mission named after a living individual. Parker predicted the presence of the solar wind, a stream of high-energy particles, 60 years ago. Apart from the high temperature, understanding the corona is critical because it is the birthplace of massive and possibly deadly outbursts known as solar flares and coronal mass ejections. When these streams of plasma and energetic particles collide with Earth's magnetic field, they produce stunning northern and southern lights. During Parker Solar Probe's first voyage, the probe created history by being the first human-made object to touch the Sun, something many believe was impossible. Using a piece of major onboard equipment known as the Solar Probe Cup, the probe measured particles and magnetic fields as it traveled into the Sun's upper atmosphere, or corona. The spacecraft hit the Sun during a flyby to help scientists decipher crucial information about the Sun's effect on the solar system. The Parker Solar Probe penetrated the corona 3 times, and at one point was roughly 8.1 million miles above the photosphere for up to 5 hours, according to data. However, the probe was within 6.5 million miles of the Sun's surface during its closest approach. However, the spacecraft has been traveling just past the Alphen point, which occurs when solar winds reach a crucial speed and break out of the corona and magnetic fields of the Sun. The end of the solar atmosphere and the start of the solar wind are marked by this location. Beyond this crucial point, the solar wind flows so quickly that waves inside the wind can never travel fast enough to return to the Sun, breaking their link. Scientists discovered that the probe traveled into and out of the corona multiple times, confirming an earlier prediction. The Alphen critical surface is not a smooth ball, but instead features spikes and troughs that wrinkle the surface. The researchers hope that determining where these protrusions align with solar activity emanating from the Sun's surface may aid scientists in better understanding how actions on the star impact the atmosphere and solar wind. The probe passed through a phenomenon known as pseudo streamers as it sank to just below 15 solar radii, or roughly 10.4 million kilometers from the Sun's surface. During solar eclipses, these gigantic structures rise above the Sun's surface and may be viewed from Earth. The solar wind is a common occurrence for spacecraft. Passing through the pseudo-streamer was like flying into the eye of a storm, with circumstances calmer and particles moving more slowly, a stark contrast to the previous frantic barrage of particles. These circumstances demonstrate that the spacecraft passed through the Alphen critical surface and entered the solar atmosphere to reach the Sun. The probe will make 7 Venus flybys, which will work as gravitational slingshots to lower it near the Sun to go into the atmosphere, followed by another flyby that will return it into the corona. We can only sit back and wait for more discoveries. Do you wish to live on another planet? Let us know in the comments section below. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get updated with everything on future technology, Elon Musk, or SpaceX. Thank you for watching.